My name is Brenda Nieuhaus. I've bought the property 4 years ago, so at the time it was in black wattle infested forest. It took the first year just to basically clean off the black wattle, so I can say I've been actively working the soil for the last 3 years. The orchard is two years old now, into its third year, but yeah, actively working the soil for 3 years. It's a very small orchard, 4.5 hectares of almonds, but then with an extension of another 16 hectares planned on the property next door. The biggest challenge that I face with the almonds in this environment is that it's not a classic Mediterranean climate. So our microclimate is quite different from where you would traditionally see almonds grown. Almonds want a wet winter and dry hot summers, where in this microclimate we really have year-round rain. My biggest issues are I guess the humidity in this environment, which is not typical of a almond Mediterranean climate. And then I guess the second thing is that the soils I started with were very depleted. As I said, it was a black wattle infested piece of property. So a lot of work has had to go into working the soils, improving the soils, etc. So those are my two challenges. What I started off with is the soil, and then the climate, which I guess is out of my control as well. So these products for me have helped me, one, on the soil structure. Using my words, I say I can really visibly feel that when I feel my soil, that the porosity of my soil has improved, which to me means that my nutrients are moving through it a lot easier. My water, the oxygen is all moving through it a lot easier. This year you can visibly see the growth on the trees. The trees have always grown pretty well, but I'm only sort of 3/4 into my fertilizer program for this year, and when we look at the trees we say, sure, we think we probably could claw back now and stop. So it's really helped, I think, with the efficiency, improving the uptake and efficiency of the fertilizer. The main ones that I've been using, I've introduced furrow into the soil. Every time I fertilize, I use Optimax added to my fertigated tank and put that through, and then in my spray programs I'm using Exceed. Every time I do a spray mix, I add Exceed into the tank as well. So those are the three that I'm using on a consistent basis. From my point of view, I don't consider myself an organic farmer. I think it's very difficult to really be completely organic. So I like to think that I'm biological, but I will use chemicals where I do need to, and moving myself closer to being a regenerative farmer. And that's really what I'm after. I certainly feel that chemicals should be used very judiciously, and one should really understand the impact that you're having on the overall environment by using them. So the more I can use the agro products and I can optimize the efficiency of my fertilizers, the less I can actually rely on the chemical products, and that to me is exciting.